On April 5, 2024, an off-duty Dane County Sheriff's deputy called dispatch to report a suspected drunk driver. The deputy also reported that the individual got out of their vehicle and began punching his vehicle before driving off. An officer from the Oregon Police Department located the reported vehicle and conducted a traffic stop.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Officer Beamer with the Oregon Police Department.
Yes.
What's going on tonight?
The guy was in the parking lot and tried to talk to him, and he must have called the police.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What did you drive through the ditch for?
I used to live there, so I know there's not a ditch.
So you just decided to drive through the grass?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Is there a reason that you were punching the other person's vehicle?
I didn't punch his vehicle. If he said I punched his vehicle, I didn't punch it.
Okay. So we have a totally different standby that wasn't even the guy that you were talking to that called it in.
I don't believe that.
I'm telling you that's what happened. The person that you were talking to was not the guy that called.
Probably my old neighbor then.
So is there a reason that you were punching his vehicle?
I didn't punch his vehicle.
So what were you guys arguing about then?
I don't know why he drove around the parking lot and followed me, and I'm not sure why he was doing it, so I confronted him.
Okay, and what did he say?
He didn't roll his window down or anything, and I didn't punch his window.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry, man. Come on.
I don't...
Have him step out.
Right. You want to step out?
Yep.
What were you doing before this?
Why was I up here?
Just stand up.
Yep.
And there's open top there. Just
apologize. And...
well, we're gonna go over here.
All right.
I can smell it too.
Yeah. So we're gonna come right up here on the sidewalk. Keep your hands in your pockets. Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
I used to live here, and I stopped by.
Do you care if I pat you down? Just make sure there's nothing.
Yeah. And I wanted to check my mailbox that I just moved to Janesville, and I'm on my way home. Oh, I went to the, you asked me what I was doing up here, and I went to the VFW 1318.
Okay.
And I was just there for the night, and I swung by to get my mail, and this guy's following me around for some odd reason. I don't know.
Looks like you also have a mixed drink in your cup holder.
No, that's my water.
Okay.
Seriously, if you want to.
Okay.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
I've had one drink.
Okay.
Yeah. And I also had a fish fry there.
What did you have to drink?
Just a Miller Lite, one beer.
Okay. Where was that at?
VFW 1318.
Okay. So, you said that you got out to confront him, but he wouldn't roll down his window.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then I was going to leave, and then you guys showed up.
And then you drove through the grass.
And the sidewalk. Yeah, I was behind you. I have you on camera.
I know, but I used to live here, so I know everything about this whole neighborhood.
So then you would know that that's not a parking lot, that's not a driveway to get to the road, because I've been here since before these buildings went up there, and there's never been a driveway right there.
I knew there wasn't a curb. I apologize. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
So how would you feel if we told you that the person that called you in and our partners talked to him is an off-duty officer that called in? I don't know why he was following you for that stuff, so we weren't in a statement from that. So I don't know how your driving was prior to this, but it was an off-duty deputy that you were hitting on his car. So he was on the phone with 911. So you were obviously doing something that brought the attention to an off-duty officer who then called 911 and you started pounding on his window. So
I didn't pound on his window. I don't know where that's coming from.
So you're saying you never hit his window?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what do you? So.
Can I just apologize?
Well, let's figure out what's going on over there. We'll figure that part of it out. You have You want me to dim lights for you quick? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Have
I'm
on
sorry.
okay.
Nope, you're fine. So the first thing we're going to do is just do some tests to make sure that you're safe to be driving.
Okay.
Obviously, when I was talking to you in the driver's seat, I could smell the intoxicants on your breath. You have red, glassy, bloodshot eyes as well. So I just want to make sure that you're safe to drive, okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. So we're gonna do some tests first to make sure that, and then we'll address.
Can we skip it, please?
No.
Do I have the right to say
Yeah,
no?
if you want to refuse testing, sure.
Then what happens?
Then I have to go off of my observations.
Okay. Please, give me. I didn't intend for any of this to happen,
Yep.
and I'm a reasonable guy.
Yep.
You can see that I'm fine. Please, man, come on.
Like I said, it's just officer safety stuff. I don't do the handshake, but yeah, just that's why. Obviously, there's a reason that he's following you, right?
I don't know why. It was really weird because he seemed like he was in the parking lot already before I even got there.
Okay. So, were you screaming at someone before he got there?
No. Can I go tell the guy I'm apologize?
We can get there.
Okay.
So, do you want to stand with your feet together?
Mm-hmm.
And then your arms down to your side. Yep. Keep your arms out on your side.
Okay.
And then don't move until I instruct you to, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you wear contacts?
I do.
Are they colored contacts?
No.
Okay. Have you had any recent head injuries?
No.
Okay. All right. So for the first test that we're going to do, is just a test to check your eyes, okay?
Okay.
So for this test, you're just going to follow the stimulus, which is going to be the tip of my pen, with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay?
Okay.
Do you understand that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't move my head.
Don't move your
Just
head.
watch my.
Just with your eyes, okay?
Okay. So I move my eyes.
Yep, you're going to have to
Okay.
move your eyes, okay? So don't move your head, okay? Just your eyes. Okay, move just your head.
Yeah, I moved my head again.
Just your eyes.
It's kind of cold out here.
Yep. Do you feel comfortable doing the test here, or would you rather go somewhere that's warm?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
My butt cheeks are shaking.
So you gotta follow it with just your eyes, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
We gotta do this one. Can you tilt your chin down just a little bit? You relax?
Good.
Nope, not yet. It's a series of tests. So the next test is called the walk and turn test, okay?
Okay.
So for this test, I need you to, for this test you're going to take a series of 9 steps, heel to toe steps, on an imaginary line in front of you,
Okay.
okay? Do you understand that? So for this test, I need you to put your left foot on the line, and then your right foot in front of it, and then your arms on at your side, and then do not, so can you get into this stance?
Mm-hmm.
So left foot, right foot in front of it, arms on at your side, and then don't move until I instruct you to do so. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So for this test, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps. Once you reach the 9th step, leave your lead foot on the line, take a series of small steps around your lead foot, making a turn, and take 9 heel to toe steps back.
Okay.
It's important for this test that you look at your foot the whole time, you count out loud, keep your arms down at your side, and that you make sure that you touch heel to toe on each step. Okay?
Look down.
Yep. Just keep your arms out. I'm going to demonstrate it, okay?
Okay.
It's important that you don't stop this test until you're finished, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate. For this demonstration, I'm going to do 3 tests, but you're going to do 9, okay? So it's going to look at this. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Again, for this demonstration, I did 3, but you're going to do 9. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands out of his pockets.
Put your hands up. So you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You may relax.
Are you guys cold? 'Cause I'm cold. Sorry.
So for this test, I need you to stand with your feet together,
Okay.
and then your hands on your side. And then don't move until I instruct you to, okay?
Okay. Am I doing okay?
Phone, camera.
Go ahead, give him the instructions.
Alright, so for this test, you're going to lift 1 foot, whichever foot you choose, approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keeping your foot parallel, you're going to count 1001, 1002, 1003, and so forth until I instruct you to stop. Do you understand? So it's important that you remember that you keep your arms on at your side, you look at your foot while you're counting, you count out loud, and then don't stop until I instruct you to stop, okay?
Okay.
Which foot would you like to raise?
Probably my right one.
Your right one? Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate the test.
I'm
Just
gonna
to-
raise my left one
You're
because
gonna
I
raise-
have a knee injury.
Okay. So I'm gonna demonstrate the test so you know what it looks like, okay? So you're just gonna look 1001,
Oh, that way,
1002,
okay. I was
1003, 1004,
I'll do my
1005,
right.
and so forth until I instruct you to stop, okay?
Okay.
Do you understand the test?
Yeah.
Alright. If you understand the test and do not have any questions, you may begin.
1, 2, 3. Is that right?
Just
You said 3, right?
Come on.
no, I said it. Oh, you keep going until I instruct you to until I stop.
okay.
Instruct you to stop.
Okay.
So you want to restart?
Yeah.
Okay. So you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
You may stop.
10.
Which one?
So the last test we're going to do is called the PBT. Are you willing to do this?
Well, I already did all the other ones, so I don't
Okay.
have to do that one, right?
It's the last test for us. So do you want to blow into this?
Well, if I don't do it, what happens?
It's totally optional.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, what happens?
It doesn't
if I-
change. It doesn't change his decision factor at all. It just tells him anything that he's observing if it's alcohol or drug related. Okay, fine.
So it's, am I good?
Nope, you're gonna turn around.
All right. Oh,
You're gonna be placed under arrest for WI.
No,
Yep,
I
yep,
want to
yep,
do the
yep, no,
breathalyzer.
no, it doesn't.
Come on.
It doesn't work that way.
Can I
this,
please-
This
can I
doesn't change
please-
his decision. No,
It doesn't
no.
work
I
here,
will. I will then.
Okay.
I will. Please.
That's fine. Get him.
Oh God. What did I do?
863-895 was 55.
Can I roll up my car
Look at
window?
that.
Yep,
for you.
we'll figure out a bunch of stuff here.
What do
going
I
forward.
have to do?
So from here on out, the best thing you can do is just go with what we have to do. Right? We got a couple more document stuff we got to fill out when we go back to the PD. Right? Cooperation goes a long way.
Yeah, but I mean, what am I?
Is your first
am
name
I-
Alan?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there,
So-
think
so
of
would I
anybody
be
that you can be
arrest-
released. You're under arrest for OWI. You can be released to a responsible party. They just have to be over 18 and completely sober. Okay, so we'll grab your phone, all that. We're gonna go have a seat in here quick.
Yep. Come on.
My phone is in the car.
Okay,
and
we'll grab it for you. Is there anything else you want to do your phone?
Is there any?
Can you
Before-
separate your legs for us?
Yep. Before you go in there, I got to search you. Is there anything on you that's going to poke, stick, or stab me?
No.
You want to separate your legs a little bit for us?
Can I just ask for your forgiveness, please?
Well, what I can tell you, your first name's Alan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I can tell you, Alan, from here on out, cooperation goes a long ways. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, why are we doing this all?
Well, some of your behavior tonight, right? You
Yeah,
think that
but I
you-
didn't. I didn't do anything. The guy was like following me in the parking lot. Like, I have my keys in my right pocket.
Do you have someone in mind who can come pick you up after we're done with the next phase of stuff? To be your responsible party?
Janesville.
Yep.
We'll call them right away.
We'll call them right away to make sure they can get here. You know, we still got about 40 minutes worth of stuff to do or so. So they have a good adequate amount of time to get here.
Why am I being,
You're being arrested for operating under the influence. So whatever Officer Bierman here observed, you believe you're under the influence right now.
Did I? Bierman?
Yep.
Please.
Set this in the corner here.
Can I ask you?
Can you ask what?
I mean, just because I did that third test or what?
Nobody can get in.
Huh?
It's based off of all of them.
So,
All of them together.
We can talk about it inside the city.
Do you want to get in?
Can you let me off though, please?
No, we do not.
that's
I'm
not how
the
this
sergeant
works.
here. We do not let off for OWIs.
No,
okay?
I'm not.
Yep. You're not going to jail today as long as you can get a responsible party. Okay, but you need to have a seat in the car.
Does that mean I have to go down to the
No.
We're going to the police
going to
Dane
department.
County?
Nope. We're going to the police department. It's right across town here. It's about a 2-minute drive.
You guys just don't give up, do you? I'm a good person.
We're not debating whether you're a good or not person. We're just saying tonight, you know, we observed that you're impaired, okay? That's all we're saying.
Hold it. Can you make sure they roll my car window up and lock the doors?
Sure. Is there anything else you need from the vehicle? Do you have your wallet and stuff?
I think she grabbed it out of my pocket.
Okay. Because
But my
I'll.
phone was
Yep.
still in there.
We'll
I
get your
think.
we'll get your phone so we can get numbers out of it, or we can use your phone to call someone to come pick you up. Okay. Because the next portion is he'll have to explain the document to you, and I'll kind of walk you through the next steps. If everything goes all good,
Was
and
that
all
guy really that guy that followed me around the parking lot? Was that really
he was an off-duty deputy. Yes.
Oh man, he was like waiting for me.
Okay. We'll figure out some stuff going forward here. Okay. We got some things to kind of go through with some documents and stuff like that. He's got to read you. All right, and we'll kind of dictate where you go from here. Okay.
Can I be like? How do I get out of this? Or
How do you know what?
like?
You want to be all
I'm
right?
not drunk, you know what I mean? And
At this point, it's not my decision. It's Officer Bierman's decision to arrest you tonight. Okay, it's not my
I
decision.
mean, it's very, very cold, you know.
I get that it's cold, but doesn't negate the fact that you can be being impaired and stuff like that. Alcohol still affects you, even if it's cold or not, right?
Shaking, can you see?
I get you.
Because I'm cold.
I'm gonna close the door so you can warm up.
All right.
Can you unlock the door for me, please? German, can you unlock the door, please? Okay, middle console. So check that. Smell it. Does it smell? It looks. There's yellow in it, but it could be. It smells like water.
Are you okay, man? I'm sorry. Can you tell me, was that guy waiting for me? Because it seemed like it.
I didn't talk to that guy. Remember? I've only been talking to you, right?
Yeah.
So I have to read this form to you, okay?
Okay. I'm cold, so I'm shaking.
Yep, you're fine. Under the Wisconsin Implied Consent Law, I'm required to read this notice to you. Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your breath?
I thought we already tried to do that, right?
So that's just that device cannot be used in court. So what we're doing right now is that we're requesting for you to go back to our PD, and there is a certified machine back at our police department, and I'm requesting that you give us a sample of your breath there. Are you willing to give us a sample?
So if I'm good, then I could go home, right?
No. You're gonna go home tonight either way.
Yeah. No, I mean, if
you go there and blow zeros, that can be evidence in court that you were not operating while under the influence.
what should I do?
I cannot give you legal advice. I can tell you that the process after that is if you decline this test, then I will apply for a search warrant and we'll go to the hospital in Stoughton and take your blood.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to blow then, or what? The test back at the police station, right?
Like I said, I can't answer that question for you.
But I mean, you said if I don't do it, then I have to go to the hospital.
I'll have to apply for a search warrant.
Okay, which means they take a blood test and all that.
So are you consenting to a sample of your breath?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is that the same test that we just tried to do?
Nope, it's different.
No.
All right.
I'm going to come back with you over your 20 minutes. Did you say yes or no?
Yes. All right. Keep something on up.
I forgot my hands.
Yeah.
Go in there and have a seat in the white chair, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Behrman. So Alan, we can call somebody. So Officer Behrman's gonna have some paperwork to do with you for a little bit, but we can call somebody to come pick you up. Is there anybody you have in mind that you'd like to come pick you up? No, and they have to be 18 or older, and they have to be completely sober. They can't have had one drink or whatever. They have to have no alcohol or drugs. So, and while we think about that, I just have to check your mouth quick because we have to sit here for 20 minutes. Can you open your mouth for me, please? Stick your tongue out. Okay. 12:05. Anybody you can think of, sir?
Well, I was thinking about my ex-wife in Janesville.
Okay, we can call her. Do you know her number, or do you want to pull it out of your phone? Do you know
No,
her?
it's.
Okay. And we can call her from your phone too, or just need to think of somebody. Otherwise, you have to go to jail for 12 hours, and we don't want to do that.
The only other one would be in Sun Prairie, my daughter.
And we can call her too.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lori?
Yes.
Hi, Lori. This is Sergeant Niehaus with the Oregon Police Department. I'm calling on behalf of Alan. He's safe, and but he does need somebody to come pick him up and act as a responsible party in about 40 minutes. Is that something you're willing to do?
Why?
Well, he's been arrested for OWI, so we need somebody to act as a responsible party for him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Where is he?
At the Oregon Police Department.
I don't know if I feel comfortable coming there by myself at this time of night. I'm in, Janesville.
Okay. Well, if he, and I completely don't understand that. If he doesn't get a responsible party, he does have to go to jail for 12 hours.
Okay.
Do you want me to see if you can try calling somebody else first?
Or somebody to go with me. I don't feel comfortable driving to Oregon at this time of night by myself.
No, I understand that. So let me talk to him
My
and see.
mom. Ask my mom.
He said you can maybe have his mom. Is your mom in Janesville also? Would you be comfortable if his mom drove with you?
Yeah.
Okay, are you able to give her a call, or is that something you need us to do?
Or maybe Linda.
You said, or Linda.
Well, I don't know if Linda's up. Does he want to call him, or?
Yeah, we just can't call a gazillion people trying to navigate it. That's why I was wondering if you would be willing to call her and then give us a call back.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you a phone number to give us a call back. You'll get a dispatcher. Just follow the prompts, and a dispatcher will get in contact with me, okay? Our number is 608.
Hey, Lori, can you just come, please? I'll be fine.
My phone showed up as Oregon.
Yeah, that's just not a number you can call back at. So it's 608. Now, yep. So like I said, you will get a prompt, like an automated message, because we don't have somebody answering the phone. Just follow the prompts to be connected to a dispatcher, and then they'll get in contact with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Lori.
Yep.
Bye. Were you able to get to work?
Yeah, just unplug that plug into the computer.
Yeah, I'd be going to bed about now. But I'm sorry that all this happened. I'm not sure what's going on.
And he'll explain some of that stuff with some of this as he just gets through it. He just has a lot of paperwork, so he hammers it out. And the rule is the way
He's keying away. He's punching.
and the way the rule is before we do this test, I have to sit here and watch you for 20 minutes. This is set by the state of Wisconsin to make sure you don't drink any more alcohol, smoke, regurgitate, vomit,
Oh, sure.
all that stuff.
Yeah, I've never been through this. So.
a good thing.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I was married for 37 years. We were together for 40.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So, yeah, to call her, I'm sure she.
Oh, I'm actually going to call her back to see if she got a hold of your mom.
Okay, thank you.
So that she. It's Lori, correct? Is that Lori?
Yeah.
If she can, we'll give your daughter a call right away.
This is Lori.
Hi, Lori. It's Sergeant Niehaus again. Just checking in to see what the status is.
Yeah, I just called the dispatcher.
Oh,
Yeah, and he was asking me all kinds of questions, and I would assume he was going to get a hold of you. But yeah, I have his sister and friend coming.
okay. So then, do you want our address? Do you know how to get here?
Yeah, you're at the police department right in Oregon, right? By the
Yes. Yep. So he'll be ready to go in about 35 minutes. So if you guys want to start this way, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, that's good because then maybe one of them could drive my car.
That would work. Yeah.
You said that you have to wait 20 minutes or something?
We've already waited 16, so just have 4 more minutes before you can do this test. It's the rules.
No,
The reason why they do that is it prevents mouth alcohol. So this is the adventure chemical test. This test is very accurate. It's a very smart machine. It's scientific. So they do that just prevent mouth alcohol. It's just another checks and balance.
mouth alcohol.
So for example, let's say if I would give you a beer right now, and then you completely blow into the machine, like without waiting your 20 minutes, there could be residual in your mouth, right? So it's not an accurate thing. That's why we sit here for 20 minutes, and it's really long. It's really longer than 20 minutes because we're talking to you on scene, you're driving the car, but it's just a precautionary.
Yeah, because the VFW closed at 11. Yeah. It doesn't take me that long.
But the rule is for this is we have to watch you for 20 minutes and give us the rules.
No, I'm not arguing that.
Oh no, I'm saying that's just the rule that we have to do.
Yeah. No, thanks for explaining that.
So it's weird for people sometimes because we have to sit here, and that's why I always talk to people instead of sitting there just staring at you in silence, because that's just awkward for everybody then.
Well, I'm not being an a-hole, you know.
But it's still just, it's awkward. I mean, nobody wants to be in that chair, and I know it sucks.
Yeah. So I have to stand?
Yep, stand.
Okay.
So for this, you're going to want to take a long, deep breath, and then a long, steady blow until I instruct you to stop, okay? I'll kind of coach you through it.
Okay, so I'm going to blow in hard for a long time?
Nope, long, steady blow. Not hard, just long and steady, okay?
Wrap your lips around the tube, blowing it long and steady.
Yep.
Got blow.
More.
Blow,
Keep
blow,
going,
blow.
keep going, keep going, keep going.
Harder.
Keep...
Oh, yep.
That is insufficient.
Oh, sorry, I got to blow harder?
Yep, have a seat.
Okay, sorry.
No, have a seat for a little bit, so have a seat until it's ready. So what you have to do is you have to blow it long and steady, just like you're blowing up a balloon. It has to be a deep breath, okay?
Yeah.
So long and steady, harder, just like blow until you can't blow anymore, or until he tells you to stop, okay?
Okay.
So just like you're trying to blow
What
up,
did I do wrong there?
you barely
Stopped.
blew. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. So you have to, like a deep breath, like,
So it's going to have to be a long, steady
Like
breath.
I'm-
Consistent, long, steady breath.
And it doesn't have to be hard.
I'll tell you if it's to blow harder, if it's
Yeah.
not too soft.
I think it's all the
You ready?
growing season.
yep,
Alright.
deep breath.
Keep going, keep going, harder, 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 harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
Go ahead, have
Running
a
out of
seat.
breath.
That's the purpose. You're supposed to run out of breath. And then you have to do it one more time because they correlate the samples.
Okay.
Janesville's where she's coming from, what, 40 minutes?
I would say to Oregon, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Same, long, steady breath. Keep going, 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 keep going. Good.
Have a seat.
It was nice to hear that beat because I get to the point where I can't blow anymore.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Alright, can stand up.
I promise I'm not a ninja. And fine, thank you. The only thing is I'm bathroom, but I'm good right now.
No, you can go to the bathroom.
The better than here.
Okay, thank you guys.
This will go right to your right.
This one?
So why did you drive through the grass when I pulled into the parking lot and over the sidewalk to get out of the parking lot? You obviously saw the squad car because
I didn't see that. And I didn't see that until after.
Well, you would have heard it. I mean, you said that we got there quickly. I mean,
Yeah, but I didn't see you guys until I drove and turned.
I was
right
behind
out
you.
there.
I was behind you in the parking lot with my
Yeah,
lights
I
on.
didn't see it. I thought that guy was coming after me.
Well, his vehicle was facing the other way.
I know, but
Because I watched you when I was on Wolf Street, as I was pulling up, you maneuvered your vehicle to go in the opposite direction that you exited in. So initially you were facing eastbound, and as I was coming on Wolf Street, you were in the middle of doing like a Y turn to transition your vehicle to travel westbound through the parking lot. And then when you traveled westbound, you went through the grass.
what's the Y turn?
So I'm saying is what I observed, like a Y turn maneuver. I'm not saying it was exactly a Y turn. 'Cause you might
I
have
was
been.
backing out away from him because I
That's
was
what I'm
afraid
saying
for
is
my life.
initially you were driving, he was facing one direction, you were facing another one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So when I pulled into the parking lot, or as I was on Wolf Street before I came into the parking lot, because I had to turn onto Elliott and turn into the parking lot, I was watching you do that.
didn't see you.
I was watching you do that maneuver. My lights were on, my sirens were on, and then I got behind you, and you continued to go through the grass and over the sidewalk onto Wolf Street.
I didn't see your lights and all that.
And what about, and then because he was traveling southbound on Wolf Street, and you completed the right turn onto Concord.
I remember that.
And then I came out on Elliott, and he came behind you. So that's both of us were right there.
Right. I didn't see you guys until I got on Wolf Street.
Okay.
And then I turned right on Concord, knowing that I needed to pull over.
Okay.
And
But you didn't pull over onto
wait,
Concord right
I was
away.
feared for my life while I was in that parking lot.
What would cause you to be fearful for your life? Because you're the one
He
that.
was following me.
Because you're the one that got out of your car and approached his car.
Yeah, because
right.
he was following me.
Well, and so now I'll explain that to you.
Around, he maneuvered around my car.
And I'll explain that. So he was on Highway 14 when you were on Highway 14. He said you passed him in a pass, like, so when you're on Highway 14, they have the exit ramp, the lane for the exit ramp. You passed him on the right in the exit lane ramp and got in front of him. And then when you got into Janesville Street, you were left of center, straddling the two lanes on Janesville Street. And then, because he was on his way home from work, he's off-duty deputy, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm on my way home." And then he said he continued to see you driving poorly. That's why he began following you, because he believed it was an impaired driver. And then he saw you stop in the middle of Elliott Lane, which you said you stopped and looked in your mailbox, but you're in the lane of traffic. So that's why he actually called in for an impaired driver, and then you approached his vehicle. He said he rolled his window up, you were yelling, and you punched his window.
He never had his window down.
Okay. So, and he may have had his window down briefly prior to you getting up there, but like I said, he was an off-duty deputy, and he's been, he's not a new deputy. Like, he's been around just as long as I've been. I've been here almost 2 decades. So, he was like literally at his home, on his way home, off duty, and then he observed your poor driving.
So, on the other side of it, I thought he was coming after me.
But you have a phone, right?
I know.
And what does the majority of people do if they're fearful? They call 911 and you leave the scene, right? You don't live over there anymore.
No,
You don't.
majority of people should take their neighborhood into their own hands.
No. Like, this is how issues happen. Like, if you saw that from happening.
So did he have a gun then? So I should fear for my life.
He's a police officer. He called you in as an impaired driver, and you got out and you approached
But
his.
I'm not arguing that.
Yep.
I'm
But you're
that,
sir, and I won't argue. You're the one that approached him in an aggressive manner and punched his window. Like, that's not.
I didn't punch his window.
Okay. Well, that's not acceptable behavior. Okay. That's not acceptable.
He's exaggerating the story. I don't know his motive. Why did he follow me? I feared for my life.
Well, he was on his way home, and that's the way he goes home. So until you pulled in and you stopped in the middle of the road, And you said you're checking your mailbox, but obviously he doesn't know that part of it. So he called in the impaired driver due to your bad driving on Highway 14, your bad driving on Janesville Street, your bad driving on Wolf Street.
I wasn't bad driving. I was driving home. I mean,
well,
that's his opinion. I disagree with it.
So Officer Bierman has some paperwork for you. Reference that.
So the first citation that you're receiving today is operating while under the influence. The second citation.
Just never ends.
The second citation that you're receiving is operating left of center. Due to his statement of you operating left of center.
Where?
On Janesville Street.
No way.
This citation has a bond amount of $136.60, an estimated 4 points towards your driver's license, and the same mandatory court date as this citation. The third citation that you're receiving is for disorderly conduct.
Really?
Correct. For your actions in the parking lot.
Sir, the dispatcher could hear you yelling on 911. They could hear you yelling over his phone on the 911 call. That's why we all came in emergency mode so quickly, because we didn't want it to escalate. So the 911 operator was able to hear you yelling and screaming at the off-duty deputy through a closed window while he is on the phone.
This citation has a bond amount of $250, and the same court date as those. Alrighty, do you have any questions about those? Okay. This is the test that we performed. This is just stating that this is all the checks and balances that happen. So the dry gas chemical that's in there has a target of 0.08. So it did a diagnose, it passed. Did a blank check, which was zeros. Your first sample was 0.046. The second blank check passed. The accuracy check passed. It's within tolerance. Your second sample was 0.0. Well, then it was another blank check. Then your second sample was 0.047. The third blank check was also 0. Diagnosed passed. Gave us a reported value. It gives you the benefit of the doubt. Drops to the third digit, so 0.04.
So that's the best news. So basically you're saying I wasn't, because
just due to just because you're under the limit, the legal limit, does not mean you cannot. So because you're under the legal limit doesn't mean you can't receive the citation for operating while under the influence. I still believe that you're impaired to a level in which you cannot drive tonight, based off of how you performed in the test. Okay. Then based off of his statements of how you were driving. All right. The totality of the circumstances. I mean, you drove through the grass over a sidewalk, and then
I feared my life.
Then onto a road.
I'm sorry, officer. I'm just trying to tell you, you know.
Like you said, there's two sides to every story. That's just what we're going. So that court date for all three citations is the same, which is May 7th. It's a mandatory court appearance. Don't pay any of these citations till you go. They'll talk about everything then, okay?
Can I ask you something though?
Yep.
So, and I'm not trying to be an ass or anything like that. I just don't. I want to make sure I understand this. So, I think you did say that every time I did that machine, it said I was under, but the observation. So, as far as this goes, I'm under, right?
Correct.
But okay, I got it. Thank you.
Alan, do you need any water or anything?
I think I still have that water in the.
Yeah, but your car's not here. It's parked on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So do you want a glass of water?
That'd be awesome.
Okay, let me get it for you.
So basically, if this all goes down, the way this is, I just show up in court and I pay $1,000. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Plus, it'll be on my record that I was OWI.
Correct.
And I'll lose 6 points.
Correct.
So my insurance might go up.
But since you weren't over the legal limit on that paper, you don't lose your license.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
So yeah, it would be that you just go pay that citation and go on, move on with your life.
Thank you so much.
in aspects to the OWI, yes, it'll go on your record.
But you'll have a court date.
Yeah, no, she's saying that if he goes to the court date, everything goes through as it is. What happened? You paid $1,000.
Approximately whatever.
Yep, it'll go on your record.
But disorderly.
It's a municipal ticket.
It's a municipal ticket.
None of it shows up on CCAP.
Yep, that's
It
not
goes to the same court as you get a speeding ticket.
So that's not a criminal
It's an
ticket.
ordinance violation.
Yeah, it's not a criminal, anything like that.
Oh, yeah,
Sense.
I know the difference.
Yeah, but they all have a mandatory court date, and then you just go through everything with our prosecutor at that time.
Nope.
Is it at the Dane County
Nope,
Courthouse?
it's right here.
Nope, right here.
So when you leave
Same
here,
building.
you'll have your
That's
train.
even better.
Same building.
Yeah, so when you leave here, you'll actually be able to see the municipal court right there. So none of this stuff shows up on CCAP. It's all through the municipal court.
And then, if you don't get another OWI in 10 years, if you were to get another one after 10 years, they would treat it as another first.
If there's if this one's a conviction.
Can you change any of this? Glass. I tried to get you to laugh, see?
There's so much paperwork. I can do that.
Yeah.
Hey guys. So, are you Lori then? Okay. Are any of you guys willing to drive his car back?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, awesome. We'll come right in here.
They're here.
All right.
So that is your paperwork.
Yep.
This
And again, I'm sorry, dude.
Nope, you're fine.
Yeah.
And
I wish I
then
could take it all back.
we all make mistakes, right?
Yeah. Well, hopefully I learned by it.
Here's this for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Let me just make sure.
And then I have your keys.
They have, she has a couple people out there to act as his responsible party. I'll run her quick if you just want to go out there and do that.
So one of them can drive.
Yep, she brought a guy, there's a guy.
Oh, maybe it's Dave, my brother.
Maybe, yeah.
You want to grab your paperwork?
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Good luck with
explaining all that.
everything,
Yeah.
yep.
And right that way. Walk right towards that picture.
All right. This way?
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. Who is taking responsibility for Alan for the next 12 hours?
12 hours?
12 hours.
What do you mean?
How'd that work?
You just
We'll
gotta
make
be.
sure I don't drive.
Yeah, just make sure he doesn't drive.
Yeah.
So,
Michael.
alright.
Oh, you have to sign it?
Yep. So I just need your signature and then print your name.
Where were you coming
Alrighty. Do you have any? Oh,
My
yeah, driver's license.
Yeah.
You're gonna want that. So,
All right.
All right.
We talked, so
yep.
thank you.
Have a nice night.
Allen was found guilty for disorderly conduct and operating left of center. His operating while intoxicated charge got dismissed, and he was ordered to pay $678 in fines.
How's it going? So, run me through what happened.
So I'm coming home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the fast lane, and he turns his lights like on and off, and he's behind me.
What road were you on?
I was on 14.
14?
So I was like, fine, I'll get over in a slow lane, right?
Mhm.
So I get over. Then he gets into, we're at the first off ramp. We passed the first off ramp, and then you know where you come to get onto 14 to come this way?
Yep.
He gets over on the right, tries to pass me.
You're on this off ramp?
No.
And the other one on double M?
Like let's say I'm at McDonald's, and I
Yep.
go up to M,
Yeah, okay, that one.
and I get on that ramp to come this way.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking gets off in that thing and
Okay.
tries to come up and pass me.
Okay, you were going on 14, right?
Yeah, we both were.
Okay, and he tries to go like around you
Yeah.
in that off ramp part.
Yeah, so, as soon as you know the ramp comes up
Yep.
and you get that median,
Mhm.
he goes down there like it's a lane
Mm-hmm.
and tries to pass me. But he doesn't speed up. So I'm like, all right, well, what the are you doing, dude?
Right.
So then, the lane veers back up, so
Right.
slow down. Then he comes up, he gets over, he gets right on my ass, he gets over, he passes me. Whatever, I don't fucking care, right? Turns his lights on and off again. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So then we get up to here. We get off on, we get off on the second exit. He comes down. He races into town.
Okay.
At the first stoplight, he goes through the intersection in the middle lane. Not in the lane. He's using the turn lane in his lane, so he's left.
So he came through the intersection. He came through the turn lane, pretty much.
Well, this first intersection, he came through the turn lane. When he gets to the second intersection, there's a car turning left to come on to double M, right?
Mm-hmm.
He turns left, but turns left in the outgoing lane.
So he turns left in the straight only lane.
No.
He turns left on this side, the other lane.
Yeah, he turns, like if I'm, like if we leave right here, right, and we go to Quick Trip, he gets in the lane to make the right. He cuts that entire corner off, right?
So he goes from the lane, the right lane all the way right and comes all the way left to cut people off? Or are you talking about the other opposite lane?
Here, give me your notepad, buddy.
Sure.
This is MM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then this is, here's Quick Trip.
Yep.
You got this turn lane right here to make a right-hand turn onto Janesville.
Oh, on to Janesville, okay.
To go to Stoughton, right?
Yep.
He does that to come this way.
Oh, he comes through the turn lane.
Yeah,
okay.
in the wrong lane.
What lane was he in when you travel on Janesville?
So when he comes to Janesville Street, he gets in this lane, but when we get to this, the new stoplight there at Culver's, you got a turn lane, and then you got this lane and this lane. He cuts this right in half. So he's on this side.
He splits both lanes pretty much.
He splits both lanes. He misses, he hits that little bullshit concrete thing that's out there. He hits that. You see him bump, you know what I mean? Then he races up here. A car in front of him turns like this. He cuts him off and turns. We come down here.
Yep.
I keep going home. I'm like,
right.
So he turns here. I'm like, all right, at least he's going to get another beer, right? He's and stop. No, he races down here, turns on Elliott, goes down, and then I drive around. He makes it back to so here's a stop sign.
Makes it back to Wolf Street there.
Yeah, so
double M.
He stops short of Wolf, like 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, all right, is it a group?
Now he's just basically sitting in the middle of the roadway.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, no, he pulled over by the mailbox on the wrong side of the road.
Okay, so on the opposite side of the road.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's one of these, one of these group of kids like stealing shit.
Right.
Like they're racing through town quick, they jump, dived out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, I better go look. Turn around, I go back, he's just still sitting there. Well, as I turn, then he takes and he pulls into, what's it, like 208, 180 and 208 Elliott. They kind of share those
one of the parking lots, yeah. The shared one out at the end there.
Pulls up into the grass, though.
It's up in the grass, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So then, I just sit there, I pull back out, he pulls out, he pulls into the 115. At that point, I'm on my phone. He goes into the parking stall right by the light in the first part. Parking lots like this.
Yep.
He goes in the middle stall, he pulls up to the one where he can't pull through because he pulled up to a light bar.
Right.
So I just drive around here, I'm on the phone, blah, 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 blah. As I pass him, he's out of his car, he starts flipping me off. I'm like, I don't care, dude. So I just pull up here to the sidewalk, and I'm on with dispatch talking to him. He's pissed off.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So then he comes up and he drills my window twice. Punches it twice.
Punches it twice?
Yeah,
Which
he's
window?
Pissed off. This one right here.
This one? Is there any damage to it?
No, I don't think he... Can't see anything. He smacked my mirror back. He punched it twice. Off. We want to fight.
Yeah.
Dispatch was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He's just punching the window, being dumb. I don't,
Obviously, how it goes. Dumb question, but were you disturbed?
Oh, if you want to attack that shit on, I don't care.
I'll run the ticket and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your first name again? I apologize. I'll have to go look up the case number real quick, and I'll come back and give it to you, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, and then let me know if I gotta do one to supplement the driving part or what you want to do.
It's
you got enough for the stop.
Yeah, I'll do all my stuff. It's whatever your policy is, your agency. If you have to do one or not, that's fine. Yeah. I don't necessarily need one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll just go get a card real quick. I'll just give you a case number.
Yeah.
All right. You need anything else from me?
No, dude.
All right. No, appreciate you calling.
My number's in the call, I think.
Yeah, 4401, right?
No, but
your phone number?
in case you need.
Yeah, sure.
Like unsafe lane deviation.
Yep. Let the center.
Turn in the wrong lane.
Let the center.
Well, that's kind of like a one-way. Be driving in the wrong direction on a one-way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, one way.
Well, it's not a one-way.
I think it just be let
the.
the center because he went through the opposite lane of traffic. I'm not figuring that out. They're figuring it out. I'm gonna let her figure it out. But we got plenty of stuff to tack onto him. I haven't contacted him, but she says it's been bad. Yeah, I'll be tacking on a DC ticket just because.
He's gotta be in his 50s.
Yeah, he said he apologized apparently. I don't know what that means much, but you're good to go. I said I don't need anything else from you. Like I said, whether you dictate or not with your agency stuff, that's up to you. I don't need anything from you specifically. We got more than enough from your statement. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
All right, appreciate it.
Just let me know if
Yep.
something comes up.
Thank you.
All right.